happening.
This is happening.
Cut that.
No.
Extreme.
So, why do you like the G over the Z? Other than that, it's a fat fucking hoe.
Personality. Honestly, I just like the look better, and the handling is slightly different. That 8 inches means something.
8 inches. So, let's see.
This is of water.
This is water. And you see it's Qatari water, actually. It's hot as hell out here. So, do you like your ASD Hydro?
I love it. I wouldn't go with any other brand, honestly.
Why do you like it?
Because it does what I tell it to. It doesn't break. It hasn't broken yet. That's what happens when you spend no money and you buy nice parts. They don't break.
So,
don't cheap out.
Little known fact, we both bought an ASD Hydro at the same time. Mine is the second one I've had. I had one in my last Z. We're both running an inline pass-through setup, and they work great. We're both trying to go with dual caliper setups in the near future after we do all of our suspension modifications. Both trying to get WiseFab, redoing our suspensions pretty much entirely. But yeah, drifting is not drifting without a Hydro. In my personal opinion, I love just how you can literally control every aspect of your slide with the Hydro. I'm sure other Hydros would do the same, but personal preference, I like the ASD over all of them.
I mean, there's Nameless too. Nameless, I'm not saying that they have a shit product. It's a decent product. I almost bought Nameless, but Josh here, he already bought ASD, so I went with ASD. Now, on the subject of drifting with a Hydro compared to drifting without a Hydro, you don't exactly need a Hydro.
Yeah, you don't. You don't need one. But
it helps. It helps a lot. Places I used to struggle, I now have the Hydro to just lock the wheels, and it's not a struggle anymore. So,
yeah. So like, for instance, you're coming into a real tight corner, and you need to scrub speed, but you don't want to lose your angle. So you say you're coming into a real tight left hairpin, but you're carrying too much speed. But if you left foot brake, you'll bleed too much speed and you might straighten. As to where if you have a Hydro or even just a good working stock e-brake, you can just come in super hot sideways and just scrub some speed with your Hydro or your e-brake, and it'll set you up to go around the corner the way you want to go. Yeah, also, like, I'm going with new coilovers. I'm changing from bucket style coilovers in the rear to true style coilovers, and I'm getting Voodoo 13 arms for like the entire rear suspension, so I can adjust all my camber and toe and caster and all that. And then also WiseFab. There's a lot of times where I'm sure myself and him, we notice that we need to bleed speed in order to not spin or let off the throttle, because we're already at full lock, and the Z and G chassis don't have much steering angle.
They have more than most vehicles, but
they do. They're good out of the box. They're very good starter drift cars.
But once you reach the limit, it gets boring. It gets repetitive.
Exactly.
You know your limits, and
so like I said, like
angle.
We hit full lock, and we know we could go harder, but we have to let off the throttle in order to not spin. So whether it's WiseFab or Powered by Max, or even just some like basic like inners and outers and some rack spacers,
the hood rat angle.
Yeah, some hood rat angle. Like a little bit of extra angle helps, but the thing with like the bigger name kits is they put massive angle into your steering, and you can literally just floor it all the way through and not have to worry about spinning, because when you think you're at lock, you have more, and you can just keep throwing angle at it until you're basically 90 degrees sideways, and it's insane. So
VQ.
DQ. So I was planning on going with an LS, but some things came up. I'm not going to be able to spend as much money as I thought I was, and
I'm already on VQ number
yeah,
3.
number 3.
So
Funny story. My car used to be automatic. He blew up the VQ in his sedan.
it was a rev up. I didn't check the oil.
Didn't
I
check
blew it
the
up.
oil like
I
a
own
dumbass.
that. I didn't check the oil. With that car, it was a weekly thing. You had to check the oil. And I loaned it to a buddy. He drove it around for a few months. I never checked the oil. I just got the car back. I had wrecked the coupe. So I was driving the sedan around, and Josh comes down from school. So we go drifting. And what do? I blow the motor. Yeah.
So
Fun
at that
story.
time, I didn't have my Z, and I was looking to get into another Z because this is my second Z, and I was like, you know what? I really want to get this car, but it was automatic, and I was like, I'll get it because he was trying to convince me to get another VQ powered vehicle. I was like, I really want another Z anyways, so I was like, I'll buy this one if you agree to sell me your transmission setup. So he did. And around that same time, we thought the VQ in his coupe was going to go. So I bought the transmission setup. In turn, we bought another VQ for his coupe. And the two of us swapped it in, 12 hours?
We swapped it. Okay, so get this. We started on a Tuesday night. We stayed up until the next morning, 5 a.m. The swap was done and driving. He drove it to work that morning. We knocked out a full automatic to manual swap in one night. It can be done.
This is literally like 3 days after we swapped the engine into his car.
3 days after swapping a motor in 2 days.
This is in my
It
driveway.
took us 2 days in a garage.
Yeah.
We worked almost all night.
I thought I was going to die at work that day.
Yeah, but it was great.
I drank like 8 Red Bulls, and I thought I was going to pass out.
But now we both have reliable setups. Reliable is a
So,
really,
yeah.
really strong word to use
Very
with a
strong
VQ.
word, because I personally check my oil every 2 days, sometimes 3. But
If you
I'm
have a
always
VQ, get a
adding
catch
oil.
can. Get a catch
Get a
can.
catch can. check
Like
your
almost
oil
immediately. I
all
don't
the
care if the
time.
motor has low miles. Get a catch can.
Yeah, get a catch can. Check your oil all the time. Make sure it always stays full. If you take care of your VQ, it will take care of you.
And
you'll
not
never have
blow up and
problems. It
fucking
won't blow
spin
up.
a fucking bearing.
Yeah, that.
Sore
Yeah.
subject.
What else? I don't even know. I guess we'll just end it there for this chapter of
I guess this was kind of
Qatar-
random anyway.
Qatar drifters sucking and
Or not
wishing
drifting.
we
Not being
Not
able to
drifting
drift.
and wishing we
Literally,
had
I
cars.
beat off to Forza now. It's horrible.
Forza. Hey,
So-
if you're on Forza,
Add us. We'll
Specifically
put our
Horizon
fucking gamer
3.
tags
hit us up
in the
and
description box down below.
We'll do some tangent randoms and have a good time.
All right.
So thanks for watching, Josh, Isaiah, JRD Fab.
Skirt, skirt.
Skirt, skirt. Hey, if you don't use your turn, if you yell skirt, skirt out the window loud enough, you don't have to use your turn signals.
You gotta cut that. Just cut it.
I'm not cutting that. Okay, see you guys later.
Bye.